welcome to my channel. Today's video is actually requested by Bidisha Chakrabarti on my the one before the previous video, which was how to create a habit. If in case you haven't watched that video yet, I'm going to link it in the description below and on the screen right above my head because that is where it appears. Make sure to check it out. So Bidisha writes how to uncreate a habit, like a bad habit. Bidisha, I really hope this video gives you the answers that you're looking for, and I hope it helps all of you who are watching this video right now. Now, just like creating new habits, we all are struggling with breaking bad habits, and I am no different. Even I am trying to break my bad habits, like snoozing the alarm as soon as it goes off in the morning and then going back to sleep. You know what? It's a major productivity killer. And today I will share with you the ways, the methods with which I break my bad habits, and just like creating the good habits, the methods are just the same for breaking the bad habits as well. The only difference is the way they are used. So without further ado, let's hop right into the video. So just like my tip with creating a good habit, my first tip to break a bad habit is to start with one habit at a time. When you focus on a lot of bad habits at once, you will end up being frustrated, irritated, angry on yourself, and you'll start beating yourself up because you're no good. But in fact, the reality is that every person has some good habits and some bad habits. And this is how we humans are supposed to be. A blend of, a mixture, a combination of perfections and flaws. We are not meant to be perfect, so don't beat yourself up about the bad habits that you have. The very fact that you're watching this video right now means that you are trying to improve yourself and be a better you, and be proud of yourself for that. And always remember to focus on one habit at a time. In my video how to create a habit, I mentioned about preparing in advance, where I gave an example of keeping your shoes, running shoes and your clothes ready right beside your bed before you go to sleep, so that when you wake up in the morning you can just slip into the clothes, wear the running shoes and go for jogging if that is the new habit that you're trying to adopt. So the reason that I mentioned preparing in advance is because if you do not prepare in advance, the time that will take you to get off the bed, walk up to the closet, then find the clothes and then the running shoes, that time is actually demotivating. So the 20-second window of the time that is going to take you to do all of this is very demotivating. And in these 20 seconds, your brain can give you thousands of excuses to not do that thing. And do you know what the good news is? You can actually use this 20-second window as an advantage when it comes to breaking a bad habit. So let's say you have the habit of sitting in front of the TV, even if there's nothing interesting going on there, instead of working on that very important project. What you can do is you can remove the batteries from the remote control and keep them at a 20-second walking distance, and you will find yourself not grabbing the batteries 95% of the time. So I mentioned about the 5-second rule in my video how to create a habit, and for those of you who haven't watched that video yet, I'm going to explain it to you real quick because this is a highly powerful tool. So basically what you do is you count backwards from 5 to 1, which awakens your prefrontal cortex, which is the intelligent part of your brain that helps you take decisions. So whenever you have an impulse, you have a 5-second window before your brain kills it with a lot of excuses. So next time you catch yourself doing that bad habit, that moment is of extreme power. Just count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and deviate yourself. Breaking a habit is not going to be easy because you are used to doing it, and your brain loves routine. It loves to do things it's familiar with. And in moments when you find yourself falling off the wagon, just remember your why. Why did you decide to break this habit? How your life is with this habit, and how it will be when you get rid of it. Example can be eating junk quite often. I don't like to call it food because it's simply junk. It isn't food. Having it, just once in a while for a change is okay, but having it on a regular basis quite often, it certainly is a bad habit. Now let's see how you can use this tip, know your why, in this example. So how do you feel after you eat junk? Do you feel sluggish? Do you feel lazy? Maybe you don't have clear skin, you have acne, or maybe you're gaining weight. Well, eating junk has a lot of bad results. Now let's imagine how would you feel if you stopped doing it. You would have clear skin because you are no longer feeding your body with the toxins and the unhealthy stuff. You would feel energized, you would feel happy, you would lose weight, you would become a healthier version of yourself, because now instead of feeding your body with junk, you are actually feeding it with healthy and good food, which brings us to my next tip, and that is, it's very difficult to stop doing something and then sit idle with nothing else to do. And when you're trying to break a bad habit, it becomes harder. When you have nothing else to do and you leave your brain idle to wander wherever it wants to, it is going to take you back, and it will try its best to take you back to the same old habit. So what I want you to do is, I want you to make a list, like literally make a list with either a pen and a paper or using your computer, and write down all the situations in which you are most likely to do that bad habit. Like if you are somebody like me, you have a really bad habit of snacking a lot. So whenever I'm depressed, I'm sad, I'm bored, angry, frustrated, or whenever I have free time, or even when I'm working or studying, I need something to snack on. So this is a really bad habit. So now when you have your list ready in front of you, just write what you are going to do instead in that particular situation to divert yourself from that bad habit. So for me, when I am bored, I'm going to either watch my favorite movie or a series. When I am depressed or when I'm sad over something, I am going to either talk to my friend, or good friend, or my very best friends who have also happen to be my parents. When I am working or studying, obviously I just cannot stop doing that. So what I can do instead of grabbing a packet of chips is eat something healthy like raw vegetables, and to make them more interesting, I can eat it with hummus maybe, or fruits. I can snack on fruits like grapes, because they're eating them is more like eating chips, one piece at a time. And my last tip is to use a habit tracker. So just like creating a habit, you can use a habit tracker to break one as well. The change that you make by not doing that bad habit acts as a great motivator. I mean, it does for me, and I hope it does for you as well. So these are my 6 tips on how to break a bad habit. Vidisha, I hope you find this helpful, and I hope all of you who are watching this video found this helpful as well. Don't forget to let me know in the comments down below what strategies do you use to break a bad habit, and make sure to click on the subscribe button right below this video to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and don't forget the bell icon to get my notifications every week, because that is when I post every single week. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Give me a big thumbs up if you made it till the end. Do let me know if you have any video suggestions or requests, and I will see you guys soon in the next one. Till then, take care, keep loving, and have an absolutely amazing day ahead. Bye!